My hands got a cramp, my eyes are all red. Been staring at screens, losing track of my head. A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless erection, that glimmer of hope. Porn starts to blur, reality fades. Just me and my demons in digital raids. My brain's turning mush, a consensual lobotomy, chasing that dragon in full self-sodomy. Goonin ain't easy, but it sure is fun. A desperate mission till the job is done. Firing off knuckle children, a necessary spree. Cause if I don't goon, God knows what I'll be. A ticking time bomb, a sexual dread. So I edge and I edge till I'm practically dead. My dick's getting raw, a friction burnt mess. I'm whispering sweet nothings to pixels, I guess. The hours just melt like a cheap wax candle. My roommate's like, bro, can you handle your scandal? My phone's overheating, the battery's dead. Another 5 hours lost, right here in my bed. I'm seeing pink elephants and probably God. Is this Nirvana or just plain facade? Goonin ain't easy, but it sure is fun. A desperate mission till the job is done. Firing off knuckle children, a necessary spree. Cause if I don't goon, God knows what I'll be. A ticking time bomb, a sexual dread. So I edge and I edge till I'm practically dead. My brain cells are dying like flies in a trap. My serotonin's gone, there's no turning back from the spiral of pleasure, this self-imposed doom. A pale, sweaty zombie alone in my room. The pizza's gone cold, I forgot to eat dinner. Just one more video, just one more winner. So next time you're tempted to take that long trip, just remember the warning before you go slip into that abyss where your mind goes astray. Just jack off like a normal person and call it a day.
Hey, what's up? You know what I gotta say? I like that one a lot. I do. I like that one quite a bit. That was pretty solid. That was a quick make. There's actually an 80s version of it here. I want to hear this real quick. Let's just listen to this because I made it, but I did not get the chance to listen. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I kind of like it. Oh, yeah. All right.
Are all red, been staring at screens, losing track of my head. A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless erection, that glimmer of hope. Porn starts to blur, reality fades. Just me and my demons in digital raids. My brain's turning mush, a consensual lobotomy.
Yeah.
Chasing that dragon.
Here we go. Okay, so that was okay. That was one of the ones. This is the other one. I like the funk version, right? Because it's got the saxophones and the trumpets, and I feel like it's telling more of a story. But the 80s version's cool too. Let's see. This is the other one. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah. Wow, 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 wow.
My eyes are all red, been staring at screens, losing track of my head. A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless erection, the glimmer of hope. Point starts to blur, reality fades, just me and my demons in digital raids. My brain's turning mush, I can sense lobotomy, chasing that dragon in full self-sodomy.
Here we go.
Goonin ain't easy, but it sure is fun. A desperate mission till the job is done. Fighting off knuckle children, a necessary spree. 'Cause if I don't goon, God knows what I'll be. A ticking time bomb, a sexual dread. So I edge and I edge till I'm practically dead.
I gotta say, I like it. All right. One more. I cranked up the weirdness because you can crank up the style influence and you can crank up the weirdness. I don't know what this is gonna sound like. That other one was good though. I like that other one though. I should have gone with that, but I, again, didn't have time. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, this will get your dick hard. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
My hands got a cramp, my eyes are all red. Been staring at screens, losing track of my head.
Yeah.
A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless direction, that glimmer of hope. Point starts to blur, reality fades. Just me and my demons, intending to raise. My brain's turning much.
I just want to hear the chorus. Yeah, all right. Not that. Okay, that was the weirdness all the way up. Here's just the style. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
My hands got a cramp, my eyes are all red. Been staring at screens, losing track of my head.
All right.
A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless erection, that glimmer of hope. Porn starts to blur, reality fades. Just me and my demons in digital raids. My brain's turning mush, a consensual lobotomy, chasing that dragon in full self-sodomy. Goonin ain't easy, but it sure is fun. A desperate mission till
right.
the job is done. Firing off.
Okay, that's we've done. That was solid. There's another one too. You know what? I'll play the other one. This one, this is like I turned the style influence like almost all the way up, and the weirdness all the way down. So it's very 80s hair metal epic rockin'. But here's the last one, then we'll get into everything else. Definitely sounds 80s. All right, yeah, that's. Bow, wow, wow. Let's hope the vocals.
My hands got a cramp, my eyes are all red. Been staring at screens, losing track of my head. A twisted devotion, a slippery slope to that endless erection, that glimmer of hope. Porn practically dead.
All right, that was solid. I like that one a lot, actually. You know, all the ones that I do. I'll tell you guys what. Here, I will drop the link for this one if you guys want to go listen to it on your own. Parallax here says Boomer Music, sir. This is an Arby's. You need to fuck off with that shit. All right, there's no disrespecting. Now do classical get classical. What is classical gas? I don't know what that one is. You're gonna have to fucking tell me more about that. I will make it, but you know, so that I do Suno. The fact that Suno cranks these things out. So if you're wondering where I went to I was given a prompt the other day to kind of like jailbreak Grok, and it works for Gemini. And I just went to Gemini and had to do that. And you know, it came out pretty well, actually. They rocked out with some lyrics. You need to do a greatest hits album. You know what it is, David? I just need to like take all of these songs that are like whatever, and then like from the opening of the show, take the thumbnail, like remove my logo or whatever, and then just like make it a track on Dead Pirate Radio. That's what I need to do. I did do that for one of the songs. I think it was Jobo Cop, because I thought Jobo Cop was awesome. It's a line from The Simpsons. It's what Lenny says after Lisa does her folk song about power plant going on strike. Oh, okay. God, that's old. I know the episode, but that's old. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good tonight. Everyone doing good? Today was a pretty good day. It's so funny. So yesterday I was talking about how I got to like show my daughter, my 5-year-old, feeling better. Got to show her Mario Kart World. Today she comes home from school. First thing she says is, I took her to go get Slurpees, her and her sister. Which was bait, by the way. Slurpees are like buy a large, get one for free right now. So get your slurp on. But she comes home, she just goes, Daddy, I want to play Mario Kart. And I'm all like, all right, girl, let's go. We played for a while. I showed him Splatoon 2. So I'm going to say this right now. I thought Splatoon 2 had like offline multiplayer. It does not have offline multiplayer. You have to be online to play multiplayer in that game. Otherwise, like, there's no bot mode. Like I dropped like $60 in that game, like maybe it's like $40. Like a couple of years ago, it was on sale or something, and I never played it. I wish I did. I wish I knew where. I feel like I just wasted money, because there's like no reason to go and play fucking Splatoon if I don't have an online account, and I don't have an online account. Did I have a Slurpee? I did. I got the low sugar kind, because I'm fucking old and I'm a diabetic. But it was called Dad's Hawaiian Shirt. Was their low sugar kind? What cracked me up, though, is they had a mystery. They had a mystery flavor that was marketing from Detective Pikachu. They had a Mr. Mime Pokemon on the thing, and it's all like, Detective Pikachu coming May 10th. And I'm like, dude, this is from 2019. It's a 6-year-old movie. What are you doing? Like, how old is this Slurpee stuff? I should take in a picture of it. You know what? Maybe I'll go by tomorrow or something. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was nuts. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then also I did do something today. I did. I decided to buy my tickets to go see the fan screening of Superman. I got my tickets for the 8th, I think. Is it the 8th? Yeah, it's the 8th of next month, 7 p.m. IMAX is the only option that they had. And as a result of that, it was damn near $38. $38. Sorry, $28. Not 38. Jesus, felt like it though. $28 for a single ticket to go see Superman in IMAX. What the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck, I'm going to go because I want to see it. But it's insane. Music Manager says, I thought that Superman tickets in general would go on sale today, and they didn't. The early screening went on sale today. The general tickets go on sale tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. $28 is for the IMAX price. That's what I'm talking about, right? Is like the IMAX price is, it's crazy. I know the general tickets go on sale tomorrow. I know they go on sale tomorrow. Senior Nerd says it's been days. How's the Switch 2? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it feels like an upgraded version of the Switch 1, to be honest with you, but like in like the quality of life's a lot better. But then again, I was also showing my eldest Breath of the Wild, and she was loving it. Right? Like we were running through, like, you know, I'm in the very first part of the game, and there was like the moblins and whatnot, and like I let her play for a little bit because I had to go to the bathroom, and she was playing, and she's like, Dad, a moblin was chasing me and it killed me, and I'm just she's like, I'm so worked, like I'm so scared, you know. So she's like, I want to come home and play more Zelda, and then I showed her Tears of the Kingdom as well, and I'm like, we got this one too, so yay. Let's see here. Niall is asking, why did Warner's marketing release such meh trailers? I don't know, man. Today's trailers was fucking bad. Okay. Goon time, it's Goonin time all the time. Gooning ain't easy, but it sure is fun. By the way, I just, for this particular image, I put it an image of RJ, and I asked it to do something similar. Actually, no, I'm kidding. This looks like Joe Rogan smoking a cigarette, saying never goon. Should always goon. Gooning. Gooning is fun. Kind of. And I've been having fun with AI, doing some other shit as well. So I signed up. I don't know if I mentioned this. I signed up for Grok. Not Grok. Gemini. And so to get access to VO3. And you only get 3 generations a day, 90 generations a month for $20. But, you know, Gemini's pretty solid. But I did have this made and as a starter, because I'm learning how to prompt it.
16 years for this. Just got out of the movie. 2 hours ago, the creator was a legend. Now.
So this is supposed to be their having walked out of the first screening of The Phantom Menace. And they're like, we waited 16 years for this. And this is what we fucking got.
It's opening night. We waited 16 years for this. Just got out of the movie. 2 hours ago, the creator was a legend. Now.
I mean, I wish there was more. It's 8 seconds. You know, you got to play with it. But for that 8 seconds, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. Oops, wrong one. So I thought that was pretty solid. And I'll play with it more tomorrow. I plan on putting some time in and figuring all that stuff out. What trailers? It was the Entertainment Weekly stuff they put out today. I'll show it up here. Let's see here. Danny says, Daddy Jarbo, my Cartoon Network and Adult Swim have been gutted. Did anything new happen today with that, or is there more things that Zaslav got rid of? How is it retarded? James Gunn. Okay, here we go. This is what it was. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself there. Okay. All right, H-Bar, it's for Fiverr. Thank you. Says that James Gunn being on the cover of the Superman magazine is kind of retarded. And then RJ's asking, how is it retarded? Now, earlier on Perp's stream, we mentioned toxic positivity, and RJ said it doesn't exist. I think it does. I think it does. I think it can exist, and everything else. But let me show you guys kind of what I'm talking about here, because like I said, man, like it for me. You know, like, just, can you sell me the movie without putting James Gunn in it? And I like James Gunn. Okay. I like James Gunn a lot. I have no issue. I've supported him for years. I'm paying $28 predominantly because I want to see a James Gunn movie. Okay. It's not about me, you know, buying tickets because whatever. No. I want to support James Gunn, and because I like James Gunn, and that's kind of what it is. So here is, let me just let this load. Okay, this is one of the things, right? One of the things is this. Let's see here. Okay, so this is the cast of the movie playing tug o' war. All right. You know, hey, look, it's Henry Cavill, because he looks just like Henry Cavill. You know, and then who is that? Cat Grant? Is that Cat Grant right there? You know, it's just, oh God, I know this is supposed to be like funny, but it's not. Like, it's just, it's not funny. It's just, again, they're selling the fucking dog. This movie, just call it Crypto, get it the fuck over with. That's what I don't like about it. All right. That's what I don't like about it, right? It's just like, fucking dog, man. I don't like the dog. I don't like the goddamn dog. I don't. It's not that I hate dogs. I don't like this dog. Something about it strikes me as very odd. Okay? Like this dog, you know, like he's got bones in his closet. Okay? That he's like done some shit. Okay? I'm not going to say that it's sexual assault. I'm not going to say that it's murder. I don't have answers to those questions. Okay. I simply do not have answers to those questions. But something about it gives me the ick. Something about it seriously gives me the ick. I don't quite know. But I will say this. Okay. For the sake of positivity. Okay. If they would have opened with this, if this would have been the first image of Corrin Sweat as Superman, I think would have been better received. I lack love and heart. Bitch, I'm full of love and heart. All right. Maybe if it was Streaky the Super Cat, Jarbo would be saying, would be soy jacking all over the place. Maybe. We'll never know. Maybe. We'll never know. Renee says, I like the change of Crypto from being a Labrador to a mutt. I have no issue with it, with the species of dog. You could have it be a fucking pit bull. I don't care. Okay. What are you, a girl? The ick? That's the dumbest. Yeah, it's something about it gives me the ick. I don't know what it is. It's not a girl thing. Something about it, it displeases me in a way of which I have trouble vocalizing. Okay? So I'm just going to say the ick. All right? Quit being a fucking bitch. And just deal with it. All right? God damn. Let's see. There's another. I think there's another. Are they doing? Oh, I don't know if there's another thing today that came out with David Corrin Sweat and Rachel Brosnahan, and it was like a phone booth thing. I want to say, was it Entertainment Weekly that did it? Entertainment. If I could. Entertainment Tonight. Entertainment. Yeah, yeah. Here it is. This is it. I saw this earlier today. I'm not the king of hate. Jesus fucking Christ. Again, the concept of what happens when you have got a director that is literally everywhere in the marketing. And it's like, and it feels now like I'm like, you're running into the territory of like, this is a problem. Okay. So this is it right here. See, I get the whole point of that is to, why? Why? Like, that's so dumb. What is this? Like, what is this? This is like the stupidest fucking thing. Matt doesn't get Superman Part 2. Which version of it? The one he kills Zod, or the one where he mind erases having sex with Lois? What's the question? Which question is it? All right, that's the question. Here, I'm just gonna. Okay, Chris and RJ, if you guys want to come on in, and that's it. No one else. I'm just saying. Okay, another thing about this that bothers me. Okay, I'm just gonna nitpick the fuck out of it. Okay, so for one, the lighting on James Gunn, absolutely terrible. Okay, he looks Orville Redenbacher. Not even he's gone past fucking Colonel Sanders, right? Hipster Colonel Sanders. Now he's into Orville fucking Redenbacher. Okay. What is this look? Like, what is this look? I don't even know what this look is. It's not good. This is not good. Okay. It's not. It's just terrible. Okay. All right. Parallax, if you don't want to stay here, you can go. I'm just nitpicking the marketing. I've already paid my fucking money. If you don't like it, bye-bye. That's all I'm pointing out. RJ, does James Gunn look old in this part?
He looks like James Gunn.
He looks old.
He is old. He's like 50.
I never said I'm going to hate the movie. I've actually been quite open about how like I'm wanting to see what they do with it. I hope he knocks it out of the park. I don't like the dog, but the dog thankfully is not going to be the full movie. But if you watch the marketing, now all of a sudden that dog's everywhere. That dog is going to, and this is the thing. The people are going to watch this movie and be like, well, why? I thought the dog would be in it more. Because the marketing had the dog everywhere, so the dog would be in the movie. But the dog's what, 5 minutes? Right?
Probably longer than that.
What do you know? You seem to know more.
Yeah.
You hint at knowing more. So tell us. How long was the screen time of Crypto?
Longer than 5 minutes.
Longer than 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to time it when I see it. Are you going on the 8th? Did you buy your ticket?
I'm going multiple times, yes.
But are you going on the 8th?
Yes.
Okay. Good, because there's going to be shit to talk about. What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
I just don't know who has the worst takes about this movie, and it's marketing. You or Sean?
No, my takes are
it's like I don't even know what to say at this point.
See, like this is nice. Like they have good chemistry, but what I don't like about this, and again, because I'm nitpicking, is that the fact that they've got a wig on Clark in the movie, right? It's not Corn Sweat's hair; it's like an actual wig, and so it's like she's like, "Oh, let me move away the little curl there, so nobody recognizes that you're Superman." But it's like he still looks the fucking same. It's just it is what it is. So I did not like the marketing today, but I still bought the fucking tickets. They got my money.
Did you see the TV spots?
There was like a new one, wasn't there? With like I saw
three. There's three new
TV spots.
There'll be something new tomorrow as well.
Oh my god!
Which I've already watched because I got to see it early. But
okay, like is James Gunn himself sending you this stuff?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Shut the fuck up, RJ.
Dude, what's funny is now RJ is now getting called out by other people online too.
RJ, before I shit on you, and I'm gonna shit on you. I fucking love you. You know that. I love you, but you're so full of shit, bro. You're always vague on purpose just to piss us off, and we know.
I like to keep an air of mystery. Let people believe what they want to believe.
Okay, so RJ has now entered into his "you don't know what I know" phase. Okay.
No, what do you believe whatever you want to believe?
Okay, I'll give you that, RJ, but you're vague on purpose, and you do the whole "my sources are trust me, bro," and you do it on purpose. You're not fooling nobody. You're gaslighting.
Gaslighting what?
All of us.
There's something gaslighting.
Look at this. Okay, so this is a shot that came out earlier, right? Look at this.
Watch the actual TV spots.
Look. He's just ripping off Black Adam. He's just ripping off Black Adam. Oh my god.
I mean, that's the way that the Guardians 3 flight scene with.
I know. He's just ripping. He's ripping himself off. Ooh, there we go. There we go.
I'm just gonna be real. I needed this, man. I'm so.
That shot's awesome
today. I'm having such a bad couple days, but I'll tell you what, man. Every time I come in here, I just feel a little bit better, man.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we always like that. Here we go. This is the new teaser. I'm assuming one of them.
It's one of them. Yeah.
All right.
I was sent here to help the world be a better place. That is why I do what I do.
Oh, so that's the shot. Okay. So that's the shot from the trailer, right? This shot here.
Yes.
This is okay. So I was sent. Remember the old guy, the Truth 31? Anyone remember that piece of shit?
The stalker? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So he's over on Instagram now. And he put up a reel. I was sent this reel, and he's all like, if you zoom in on this, you can see that the suit doesn't have the collar. This might be when he's wearing
the same suit.
And
who cares?
And I'm just like, well, because what I love about this too is like there was one guy, that Real Anarchy guy, that Ben Everett's guy, that's just like he took a screenshot of this from the other trailer, like another side of it, and he's all like, "Oh my god, I love the cinematography. Thank you." And he mentions the cinematographer, and I'm like, "This is a CG shot. Like the cinematographer had nothing to do with it."
What does it matter? If he's excited, he likes what he sees. Let him
Because
be
it-
excited
No,
what he
that's
sees.
okay, RJ. But just, that stuff's all okay. And like I said, I'm really excited for this movie, and I want it to do well, and I want all my friends to get what they want. I even want the people that ain't my friends to get what they want. But I just don't know, man. That like I knew that when they announced it 2 years ago, people were not going to shut up about this movie for 2 years. Every little thing. I'm surprised people haven't like gone in and like critiqued whether the sky's blue enough. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. This is crazy to me.
Yeah. So I mean, like, and right now, one thing I've been noticing is, I might do an article about this. I need to get back into the article making, but one of the things, that I've noticed today is that Gunn in an interview was like, "Oh yeah, we're working on Wonder Woman, and I'm writing a Superman kind of sequel." And it's like, all right, so now what he's in that pre-hype phase. So again, take everything here with an absolute grain of salt, because we hear this all the time with movies. It's always like before a movie comes out, like, oh yeah, no, we're totally developing a sequel.
Well, yeah, that's.
I mean,
you're
yeah.
supposed to do.
So, not always. I mean, Sinners is not getting a sequel, and despite the fact that people are trying to make the argument that Ryan, Coogler is lying, right? Like he's like when the movie came out, he was like, it's meant to be a
these
full meal.
franchises, you always either announce a sequel or you talk about what's next. For example, How to Train Your Dragon, which comes out this weekend. A couple weeks ago, they announced, yeah, we're already making part 2. Part 2's got a release date. We're making the sequel right now.
I got to be honest, guys. I think that movie is going to be fucking huge. I really do.
It's projected to do pretty well.
I think it's going to be big.
Yeah, I know. I think I think it's going to do better than Elio, whatever that is there.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Hey, I see Axel's back there. Axel, I'm just bringing in Chris and RJ right now, man. So I'm not bringing anyone. This isn't like an open panel sort of thing. I just dropped it for those guys. But here's, I guess,
You can always call in. The number's right there.
No, I don't have it up right now either. So here's another thing.
Superman is the most powerful being on Earth. I will destroy him.
Good luck with that. Crypto! You brought that dog, man!
Rated PG-13.
Why does Lex sound like he has no balls?
Well, I was gonna say that one to be the audio mixing because they're cutting Lex dialogue from like 5 different scenes.
No, I get that, but every time we hear
it's not very well edited.
Every time we hear him talk, though, he sounds like he's got no nuts. You know what I mean? Like he just sounds like this is supposed to be an intimidating guy. Like the villain of villains.
Jesse Eisenberg sounds like he had no balls.
No, but Jesse Eisenberg was meant to be like a Mark Zuckerberg type guy.
Oh
so you're not expecting that to be like he's a tech bro. You're not expecting that out of a tech bro. It's more of a
he's a
slimy, creepier sort of angle, which Jesse Eisenberg played quite well, actually. The part where he put the Jolly Rancher in the guy's mouth.
A billionaire. He's a business owner. He is still.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, but even Michael Rosenbaum at least had some oomph in his nuts. And Nicholas Hoult is a good actor. He's a great actor. So I just find it really odd where he's just all like, Superman is the most powerful being on the planet, and I don't like it. And you're like, all right, okay, what do you get? I mean, what is this? You gonna fucking like tie Lois to a train track or some shit? Like you fucking snidely, snively sounding motherfucker. Snidely whiplash. No one here knows who the fuck that is.
Dudley Do-Right, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm making a joke because you and me are old, and a lot of people in the chat are going to know who the fuck it is. Do you know who Snidely Whiplash is?
Yes, I know what Dudley Do-Right is. Yes.
Okay. You ever saw the movie?
No, with Brendan Fraser. No.
Yeah. Isn't that the one where he says like, "Here I come to save the day"? Isn't that was him, right? Here I come. He hasn't, or he's got a saying. It's been a while, man. Fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle need to make a comeback.
Again, this is where I'm just like, it's very nitpicky.
It is nitpicky. I've fucking fully acknowledged that it's nitpicky, but I'm still being critical of the marketing. And you yourself just said that they are like mixing together the dialogue from like a couple different scenes, which in my mind is completely false advertising.
Stilted, but you're talking about like overall, like
overall from what we've seen of him, it sounds kind of bitchy. You know, like you're almost like, all right, bro, here's your Midol and a fucking warm pillow. You know, fucking take a nap.
Well, he is the villain of the movie, so like I don't know.
Now, is it true that they got rid of the fucking days of the week stuff?
They might have.
Because I mean, I heard that pop up, and then it's been referenced elsewhere.
I
that,
know when
like,
I know when they did the test screening that it was in there. I'm not sure if they got rid of it. They probably did. I mean, like I said, they were fine tuning the movie after like the last test screening they did. So, but the movie's picture locked. It's done now. So
yeah. Well, I mean, and I was actually kind of like, I thought that it was interesting with the days of the week approach to it, because I feel like that could have been, because again, like this is where the movie has its uphill battle. Okay. And it has a lot of uphill battle. And I think people don't realize that. Like, you can sit there and like have all the online hype you want. It still has an uphill battle with normie audiences. The reason why is because tonally, the series, the franchise in the last 19 years has kind of been all over the place, right?
That's why they had no consistent vision, because they had no cohesive.
No, they had a consistent vision under Snyder. The problem with that was the executives. I do believe if the executive hadn't cut out 30 minutes of BVS, we would not be here right now.
Well, of course not. Yes, but again, like that one of the things with DC overall is it's always been multifaceted with its tones.
Yeah, so people are gonna expect something and maybe not get what they want, and maybe that's the problem. You know,
But I think that, I'll be honest, I don't know what I want out of it, to be fair. Like, I really don't know what I want out of it. Like,
yeah, and I'm not a Superman guy, so I feel unqualified to talk about it at times, because I am not a Superman guy. I just know that something about that trailer where Superman is bending down, holding that robot's hand, made me go, okay, now I want to see this. That's my view of Superman. Someone who cares about everything. Give me that.
I mean, no, and that's not bad to me at all. Like, I feel like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to get kind of some jokey jokes out of that whole thing. And then, obviously, the robot, I think the robot that he's holding the hand of is the female robot, is the one.
And guys, it's a new generation. It's a new world out there. The characters like the Punisher and Deathstroke and really edgy Batman are the more popular characters now because of the darkness, But I see where Gunn's coming from. They need a bright movie that can maybe touch you in a way that makes you happy when you leave the theater. I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say, but I just think that the darker characters now are more popular. When you make a Joker movie and it makes $1 billion, and you make a Batman versus Superman movie and it makes 700 million, I mean that just speaks to the shift in culture.
Batman and Superman made 850 million.
That's a lot of money, man.
And I mean, if you look at home video sales on top of everything else, the movie did clear $1 billion, right? But look, at the same time, realistically, at the same time, none of that actually matters. It really
not even to normies, Maddie.
Not even to. I don't think so, because I mean, people will hear the number and they go, "Oh, okay, good or bad or the other," right? Like, but I think a lot of people, again, movie going public in 2016 was way different than it is now.
Yeah,
it's certain movies are hitting pretty well, which is good. I'm excited to see what this movie does and what it can lead to. And I think for me, the biggest thing is that, like, what I'm apprehensive to is and there's no other way around it, is like the fact that, like, I'm tired of these universes starting and stopping. I'm tired.
And then they have to reboot.
And then they got to reboot, go through a new creative vision, right? It's like, to me, I'm like, I don't care if you didn't like Man of Steel, if you didn't like Batman v Superman, that's fine. There's valid reasons to dislike either film. I don't. I love both movies, and the 4-hour cut of Justice League, right? I love all those movies, but I understand it's not for everybody. Okay, fine. So take that, retool it to make it work with what you've got, and then keep fucking going. even if it means a new Superman. That's fucking fine. We've had different Spider-Men, but now we're, but they finally caught with Tom Holland. They were like, all right, let's lean into this and make it work. And how many movies has Tom Holland Spider-Man been in?
But it was still a reboot, though.
It was a reboot of the character. But he went into an already established world.
Yeah, exactly. They let him.
So you could reboot.
That was a monster.
You could reboot. They're not.
Right?
But this is the problem with that, right? Is it's not consistent, and they haven't come out. And all James Gunn has said is stuff we mentioned is canon. Stuff we mentioned isn't canon.
This movie is doing exactly what you're asking, though, because you're jumping into
what I'm asking. It's no, because it's not though. It's not. It's a world that is
universe where like there's already an established history. You're jumping.
It's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about, because the established history in world doesn't establish the world to the audience. That's what I'm talking about, right? Like Marvel, by the time Spider-Man came on in, was already 8 years old. Civil War was on its eighth anniversary, so they had the ability to then have a jumping off point rather than like let's start from scratch sort of thing. What they should have done.
A ton of established characters already.
That's what the DCEU should have done. So now it's like Man of Steel, BVS, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84, The Suicide Squad, fucking Aquaman 1, Aquaman 2, Shazam 1, Shazam 2, Birds of Prey. None of the fucking Blue Beetle, The Flash. None of those movies.
Yeah, man.
Black Adam. None of those movies that people spend a decade and more. A decade. Yeah, a decade. Showing up for, despite diminishing returns, and I think a lot of that had to do with the way that the company kept changing hands, and they kept getting cold feet, and everything else. So there's a lack of consistency, and I'm sorry.
Isn't that why you do a clean slate?
No, you don't do a clean slate. You don't, because you've already got people that have invested a decade of their fucking life.
But you're asking creatives to come into something that's already existing, be like, well, you got to carry this over.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not fair to the creatives.
Saggy.
I don't know. Are you kidding me? What do you mean it's not fair to the creatives? Because the creatives don't own that world.
You're asking James Gunn to take over something.
I'm asking James Gunn to do what James Gunn could do, which would be to fix the world that's already broken, not bring a whole new world in.
Okay, if you're trying to build a house, you don't build it on shaky foundation.
No, but you can do patchwork. You can do patchwork on the foundation. You can do patchwork on the foundation.
You can refurbish.
You can refurbish. That's a bad fucking argument, because they gave up. They gave up not because the movies weren't good. They gave up because the culture surrounding them kept changing. It kept changing hands. It went from AT&T bought Warner Brothers. Okay, then that whole thing changed up.
You're asking these creatives to come and be like, okay, guys.
Do you know what a creative's job is? These are people who get hired to come on in and do things.
No.
Yes.
The whole thing is that.
Fucking kidding me?
No, rebooting was the logical step to do.
Rebooting is not the logical step.
It was.
Rebooting, no, it's not. It's absolutely not. You can sit there and not like what Zack Snyder has done. You can find ways to build off of that in ways that will bring audiences back, and not go that same path. You can acknowledge
Walter Hamada tried doing that. It failed.
No, Walter Hamada. What was he up against? When did Walter Hamada?
He was trying to build off of what Zack did with the Aquaman movies.
Aquaman was $1 billion movie. Shazam was a low budget film, a lower budget movie that actually turned a profit. The Flash. I mean, look, dude, we're talking like this is all. He gave James Gunn Birds of Prey, pandemic. That was one of the first fucking victims of the pandemic.
We're also talking about the quality issue as well.
No, because you're jumping through. You're trying to move goalposts here. Right? You're making you are. You're making arguments about these movies that were like Birds of Prey.
I just think it's insanely unfair to ask James Gunn to continue with the universe that was flailing. Instead of being allowed to be creative and putting his spin on these characters, going to do what he wanted to do. It's not fair to ask creatives to do that. I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
But that's their job.
No, their job is to do what's best for these characters.
Their job is to do what they're paid to do. They don't own these franchises. They don't own these franchises.
They're being paid. No, Matt, what is James Gunn there to do?
James Gunn did not want to take over DC by himself. He did not want to write Superman.
No, I'm asking you the question. What was his job when it came to DC? What is his job?
His job under the edict of Zaslav was to reboot.
No. You're missing the point. What was the very first thing that James Gunn said was his number one priority? To shepherd these characters and do what is best for the brand as a whole.
But
That is what he said his number one responsibility
okay,
was.
so that is rebooting it in his image then. So
That's
is that
such a
not
PR
egotistical?
answer, though? Is that not such a PR
It's a dude. It's all
answer,
PR
though?
answer bullshit,
Yeah.
right? Like
The point being, though, is that like if he is trying to re-establish DC as a brand, right? To where, why do you want him to carry a decade's worth of baggage to where it's a bunch of bullshit from like the Snyder debacle, the different regimes, all that, instead of just going for like a clean slate break where you establish a new universe, a clean jumping
because
on
it's not because it's not a clean slate break.
It is though.
No, it's not. It's
It's a
really
brand new
not. It's
superhero.
not the clean slate break. The clean slate break would have been if they would have announced all of this shit, let's say 2024, after Shazam 2, Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman came and went. Now, those movies at the same time having the baggage of being the end of those respective universes, a full fucking like 4 or 5 months before Shazam even came out, already set them down the path of failure. They were never given the chance. They were never given the chance to operate on their own and to build that kind of excitement because everyone already knew that they were already done and dead. So why people didn't want to go and spend their time and waste their money? They didn't. I mean, if you want to go and look at the profitability, you can, or like the popularity, dude, Black Adam, not the greatest movie ever, spent 3 weeks at number one. 3
Yeah, but
weeks at number one.
Yeah, but it didn't turn a profit. It's not a big one.
Not a big
Well,
one,
well,
but
it
it doesn't
wasn't
matter.
like
But again,
the-
again, profitability, theatrically speaking, does not matter. We have to remember
it matters
that.
to the company in
It
terms
does
of
not. No, it fucking does not.
Yes, it
Do you?
does.
No,
You're
it
absolutely
doesn't.
wrong.
Do you
You're
not
absolutely
know how
wrong.
these budgets work? Do you not know
If
how
Black Adam
any?
had performed better.
No,
If Black
they
Adam
already
had
made the
performed
choice. They already made the choice the week after Black Adam came out. They made that fucking
the
call.
week after.
Which means everything else would have already been done. James Gunn would have already signed the deals. Safran would have already signed the deals. These would have been already months in negotiation. The only people that weren't really involved were The Rock. But his movie came out and did 3 weeks at number one with Henry Cavill Superman in the fucking end of that shit. Now, I'm not saying that moved the needle because that cameo was leaked out online early.
It didn't move the needle at all. It didn't get the result that they
No,
wanted.
well, it didn't get the result with the fans, but to be fair, it did kind of kick off things with Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca that we're currently looking at trying to do a Man of Steel 2. Before Zaslav wanted to then branch off and make DC Studios its own thing. So Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca were actively trying to continue the Snyderverse, following in line with what stuff like what Walter Hamada had already tried to do. Because Hamada came on in to cut budgets, and that was it.
Yeah, well, what happened was Zaslav was looking for a DC head. He said, in the meantime, you two make decisions for DC until we get somebody signed to a deal to like do what they want to do. That
No,
was what ended up happening.
Saggy, they wouldn't. If Black Adam did an amazing number, if the deal was already done, the franchise was already dead. If the movie did $1 billion, they would be in a very odd position with it, and The Rock would have negotiation powers to be able to do that,
Which they did not want.
but they didn't.
Yeah.
But what The Rock did is The Rock kind of undermined himself by he made a play. He made a play to get Henry Cavill in there. That's the whole thing with like them shooting the Cavill cameo at the end, as well as the Cavill cameo in The Flash, because that was finishing up Henry Cavill's contract, and they paid him $500,000 to do it in order to to have that there in case. And then they said, okay, well, there was clearly a miscommunication with Henry coming out and saying that he's back, and then having that be taken away the next day and shit. So at that point, the confusion was already fucking there. The anger and the animosity was already fucking there. And it doesn't matter if James Gunn's involved or not. I don't think it's any James Gunn's fault, to be fair, because this is all
I think that
corporate stuff.
Yeah, I think, and I also think that you're right. He was not just making a play with the Henry Cavill stuff. Him and Danny, his ex, that company, they were making a play for DC. They wanted that. They wanted to be what James Gunn is now. But The Rock was really trying.
No, he was trying. Yeah, he was trying. They were trying to get Hiram Garcia to take over, and then that was a whole thing. I mean, come on, I've been calling out The Rock for years on that shit.
That's still
My
some
whole-
pretty gangster shit, though, right? I'm
No, I
joking.
mean he definitely did a lot. He definitely did a lot. No, Saggy, if Black Adam did amazing, Zaslav would have like been stuck, but he still like again that 3 weeks at number 1 would have put any other movie in sequel territory instantaneously. Okay, because when you look at the budgets of these movies,
Not if the money it's bringing in like during like a dead October is like not
it
justifiable.
doesn't. It's still about the
budget.
headlines. It's not the money. It's dude. How much? Okay, like you have to look at the budget of a film. What's reported is not always accurate. For one, two, what were the incentives where they filmed? Those come in later on. Those don't come in right away. That all trickles in later on. Marketing budgets can be written off. All of the marketing budgets
What
can
I'm
be
saying
written
is
off.
that if Black Adam was an undeniable success, they would have made it work.
I'm saying I don't think so. They not in the way they wanted, not in the way that The Rock wanted, and I do think that was something that happened as well. I think his ego also prevented him from getting ahead on that one.
Yeah.
Because his ego at the time was like, I'm the change in the DC universe. He saw a power vacuum and he went for it with Hamada announcing his left.
He just tried the same thing with WWE, and he fucked up the ending of WrestleMania. The Rock's ego has become a problem, man. It really has.
So
Him
no,
and
The
Triple
Rock
H
in
are-
that.
Him
Yeah.
and Triple H are legit feuding behind the scenes right now. There's a power struggle. It's
I'm
weird.
sure. Doesn't he own it? Because now he's on the board, I think, and he owns
He's like
a bit,
one
right?
above Triple H. He's one of the 4. Yeah.
So it's like he's got that power, and that power's going to his head. That was part of the whole thing when I was calling out The Rock a couple years ago. Everything I said came true.
And I
Everything
love
I
The
said
Rock,
about
but
it.
he's been a dick lately, bro. He really has, man.
So that's the thing. Okay, well, Anthony Beltray says that there was no China release. Well, I mean, wasn't also because it's also too like the bad guy was like a demon,
Yeah.
and China
The point-
doesn't.
but, like,
They don't
that's the
fuck
whole
with
thing,
ghosts
though,
and
is that
demons
if
over
Black
there.
Adam was an unmitigated success. Like, let's say that movie made like 700, 800 million dollars, and it was like number 1. It would hit like have the strong momentum week after week after week. Okay, they like James Gunn's plans would not be where they're at right now.
Dude, James
At all.
Gunn's Gods and Monsters approach was legitimately something that they strung together for shareholders. There's a reason why like only a couple things are holding to that, and why like we're not going to get probably 50% of what they announced, because that was something that would like you can tell like the Creature Commandos was already in development. Right? It was already in development. It was already being animated by the time this deal went through. Peacemaker season 2 was already confirmed by that time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And James Gunn only came on in like August of 2022 to start doing Superman. So
But
that
here's something
whole
else
thing
to
was
think
brand
about
new.
that I just thought about too. Right? You're saying, oh, well, James Gunn should have continued with those characters in that universe, right? Okay. If the mandate was for DC Studios that we need to unify the brand where we have a singular vision for TV, animation, movies, and gaming, right? Okay, you're asking to continue with a bunch of actors who are already have these massive contracts. Okay, you realize how
And
much
need to
money
move
you
and
would have
need
had
to move on
spend?
to other things. They can't wait around. You know,
Well,
they
not only
had to move
that, like
on,
these actors
you know?
too, but you're also being like, okay, you have to construct new contracts for all this stuff because the contracts that they're signing for these DCU actors, they had the video games, the animation, the TV stuff built into it. So let's say you want to bring back Gal Gadot.
Let me look at this. Hold on real quick. John Carlos Hardwick. By the time it was all over, it eked a little bit of a profit. If you count ancillary and it eked a little bit, but not much. It broke even.
Like literally,
I don't think it should have been a franchise
the-
killer though,
it
because
was
I would
the-
like to see Black Adam again.
It was
I
the
would have
more
liked to see that.
financially viable option to reboot because if you reboot, you get younger actors, lesser known actors who can sign less expensive contracts. That's part of it too. It's a money
Which
thing.
is really what Zaslav was looking for, I think. Look, before the merger
It's a
even
money
happened, okay, Matt was, oh my God, I hate it, man, because it always seems like I'm just dick riding so hard and simping for Maddie. But Maddie was right. Before the merger even happened, he said, this is the type of businessman Zaslav is, and this is what he's going to do. And God damn it, he did it. He did do that. He is
No, I know. That's why I'm
breaking down things
I
and
don't
trying
get
to
why
make
Matt
a
is
profit.
complaining
And
that they rebooted
Saggy's
it.
right. Saggy's absolutely right. money will always trump creativity because at the end of the day, it is a business.
Well, no, Chris, I get that, but that's why I don't get why Matt's complaining that they decided to reboot, because he knows this. You know better. You know why they did it.
I'm talking about. I know. No. I understand why they did it from a business perspective.
There was
I
no
get
other
it.
option.
No, there were other options. You could go in and renegotiate contracts. That's been done before. I'm talking about
Fuck you, Forth. You're lucky you're not in here, you motherfucker.
I mean, like, I'm just saying in this particular case, I'm talking about this creatively. Budget wise and everything else is always a different issue. But creatively,
why do you
No,
want
Saggy, that's not true. You guys just don't. I don't get it, man. You motherfuckers have been watching this dude for years. We've been friends with this man for years. You understand his humor and you understand when he's being serious. If he wanted to hate and just fight, which sometimes he does, he wouldn't already have pre-ticket, He wants to see this movie. He wants this movie to do good, but he has his complaints. Why can everybody complain about this, that, or this or that? But you bring in Superman or Wonder Woman or Batman, and you say one little thing, motherfuckers will come for you, bro. It's crazy to me, man. It just I don't know.
So look here. Okay, so it makes sense to have. Okay. By the way, I did the exact same thing for Ghostbusters 2016, right? I criticized the marketing. I criticized everything that they were talking about, how they're trying to push all the sexist nonsense, right? How they're running all these fucking narratives behind the scenes.
What's her
and
name?
everything
Who
else.
I love, the black girl from SNL. I love her, but she didn't help the situation when she started freaking out about it. You shut up, Saggy. I love you, and I only goon to you. You know that, right? I only goon to you.
Okay, but hold on though. I'm just saying I did all of that, and I still went to the early screening, like the preview screening of Ghostbusters 2016, and I was like, I hope it's good. I hope I'm wrong. So, and the thing is, James Gunn is good at taking smaller characters and making them household names, and I'm pretty sure Crypto is going to be that out of this. Maybe Mr. Terrific, maybe Guy Gardner.
Bitches can't bust no ghosts. Fourth is on one tonight, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that was stupid. Do you know that was actually part of the reshoots?
No, and I'm going to tell you, my friend Maverick, as a goof, bought me the Blu-ray, and I didn't hate it. We had a Ghostbusters night. We watched all the Ghostbusters. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I can't lie. They was fucked up. They did some. They took some liberties, as you would say, to change some of the sort. But did you hate it? Did you hate the movie?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't hate it, but I think I love Kate McKinnon and I love Melissa McCarthy and I love that. What's her name? The girl from SNL.
Leslie Jones. Well,
yeah, she's hilarious,
Kate McKinnon
bro.
and Kristen Wiig, and Leslie Jones were all from fucking SNL.
That should have been a banger, right? You got 4 amazingly funny females. That should have been a banger, bro. It should have.
So why did it suck?
Also, too, I gotta call out Matt for this too, real quick. I'm
What?
sorry, but I remember when all these channels were freaking out and crying that they lost Henry Cavill and that the Snyderverse was ending and that James Gunn was rebooting.
Why you gotta frame it like that, RJ? Why you got? But come on.
No, I'm
babe.
framing it like that
Come
because I
on,
remember
babe.
Matt.
Come on, man.
I know. I remember Matt.
No one was.
the guy
I mean,
being
I
like-
understand people were crying, but it did hurt to lose Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I know, but the whole point is though that Matt was up there being like, guys, you can't expect James Gunn to want to continue with this when it's not working. You can't expect him to want to continue with this.
Remember when
universe.
Matt said he looks too old to be Superman?
Now all of a sudden-
and it made
now all of a
the
sudden-
world news.
Now all of a sudden, when this movie's close to coming out, now he's be like, oh, you know what? Maybe he shouldn't have rebooted.
No,
it. He should have
here's
picked
my
up
theory.
and
No,
seen that
my
universe."
issue. I have no issue with dropping Henry Cavill and replacing him with David Corenswet. Corenswet looks like Henry Cavill 10 years younger anyway. Okay, I've pointed that out multiple
he looks
times.
Good. He does
I
look
don't
good.
have an issue with recasting characters. My issue is I'm like, just keep it in the same universe. Retool
No,
it if you have to.
You specifically said that it made sense to abandon the DCEU.
Well, I can amend my position on that one. At the time, it probably did because Black Adam was just fucking, all right? And then it was like, but looking back on it, it's going like, okay, there are things, I think with the 10 years, I would say if Marvel did the same thing, if Marvel was all of a sudden, we're going to go back. They're not about to, not in the same way. They're not forgetting what came before. They're bringing in X-Men and being able to pivot to
They're
get.
they're about to soft reboot their whole universe in a couple.
They're
years.
not. They're not soft boot rebooting the whole universe.
Did you hear that from James Gunn, RJ?
Did you hear from Daniel RPK?
No, I'm saying like.
Did you get it from Viewer Anon?
Have set up when you know what Secret Wars is and what.
Look, Secret Wars. All it's going to do is Secret Wars is going to say goodbye to a few people. It's going to bring in some new people. We might get a variant or two as a way, but at the same time, it's going to be like not forgetting what happened before. It's not going to change what happened before. What happened before still happened. That's my point.
But it's also
nope. It is not forgetting what happened before. That's my argument.
Well, technically, with the Flash, nothing from before is forgotten because it all exists in the multiverse.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate the multiverse. I fucking hate the multiverse. Oh my god.
You're frustrated because you know I'm right.
No, you're not right. Everything
with the
that happened,
that stuff they established that still exists. It's not forgotten. It's just not it's not the universe they're focusing on anymore.
in the case though of what Marvel is doing, they're dabbling in the multiverse and then they're going to close it. And they're not going to do the multiverse anymore because it's already worn thin. As I kept saying for years,
X-Men movie that might involve the multiverse.
They're going to eventually close down the multiverse. Like that's what they're going to do because they're going to have everything be in the 626 or 616, whatever the fuck it is. Okay,
I think it's 616.
616. Yeah, 626 is the area code for Pasadena. That's
I was wondering, like that just sounds like a California.
It's a California area code. Yeah. It's like when I told someone I was from Southern California and then I called the Interstate 5 the 5 and he's like, "Oh, you're definitely from California."
Definitely.
But no, it's the stuff there is like they should acknowledge what came before and then just do it that way. If you want to if you want to sit there and have this new universe be a multiverse variant of that last universe, cool, whatever, fuck it. Just
why can't they just do a new universe? Like I don't see what the issue
because it's gonna fail.
We need to put Saggy on decaf.
Why is it gonna fail?
It's gonna fail.
Girl. See, you're already going in with this.
No, I'm not. RJ, here's the thing. They didn't start with Batman. You want to succeed, you start.
Why
with
do you
Batman.
have to start with Batman?
Because Batman's a proven moneymaker.
Okay, but they decided a Matt Reeves movie come out that's in a separate
universe. And that's the biggest problem. Yep, and you cancel it. If you want this to succeed,
oh my God.
You can't.
So you want them to cancel something that makes money? That makes a lot of sense.
Well, again, I'm talking about the continuity and what people fucking understand.
The Elseworlds ideas existed for like
the Elseworlds. Okay,
fine.
Cinematically speaking, and everything I'm talking about is cinema. As I've said before, and I will repeat this once again.
The Joker didn't exist in the same world.
Nope, that's not true. I talked to a few people that actually did think that the Joker took place in the same world as the Batman.
Made $1 billion.
The Joker made $1 billion by and large. That is not true.
Like a Snyder bro, Saggy. Stop.
That is not true. The thing is also one of the reasons why the Joker made a lot of money was because of the fact that the movie had a massive controversy leading into it that made people think that they were going to die. And then the movie was seen as a great commentary on fucking mental health.
Okay, but the whole point though is that nobody was watching Joker be like, I wonder where Henry Cavill Superman is. Does he exist in this world?
Well, he would have been
sat there thinking that.
At that time, he wouldn't even have been here yet.
Oh my! The point is
no. Is that not true? That took place in 1980. Okay. Henry Cavill is 1 year younger than me. He's 1 year younger than me, so he would have been born in 1983.
Where's Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman?
She would have still been in
something here. You she slumming it again tonight?
Yeah, everyone's slumming it.
You come out again, for Superman. They come, bro. I love Belle. She's great, man.
I'm just saying,
I think her and Saggy should
have Matt Walker the Jedi. Fuck you, you titty tattooed bitch.
I don't know. You're both.
No, that was funny. Right admit it, motherfucker. That was funny. Matt Walker the Jedi. Oh
the point being, though, is just like.
And the Joker was a bomb. Joker 2 was a bomb. Probably because it wasn't tied in.
Concept has existed for decades.
Oh, Saggy, you fucking bitch. That was funny, bro. Man, body her, Maddie. Don't let her get away with that shit, bro.
I don't have to body her. She just has to look in the mirror.
When the Batman came out in 2022 and did as well as it did, nobody was acting like, where's Ben Affleck? Where's Jared Leto's Joker? Why is that a different Joker?
Batman
nobody
on
was
its
freaking out
own
about it.
can do well. Batman on its own can, and that's a different story.
Okay,
But I'm talking
so
about,
that can still exist separately, and they'll be fine.
but those are also Joker and Batman, if you want to make the argument, are also completely tied together in that side of things. So people know the Joker, people know Batman. So whether or not and they might think they're connected, and it doesn't talk about it. Okay, so you can't sit there and make the argument that nobody thought this. When I talk to people that did think this, the average, like the idea here is these are movies, these are stories, these are being told through this lens of storytelling, and these have to be then respected by those boundaries, right? By those laws and those rules. So when I say fuck comic books, what I'm saying here is that they don't matter. Because at the end of the day, the average person doesn't read comics, but the average person that goes and sees these movies, they're under the belief that it's all connected. Because for the last 17 years, they've been told that at least with Marvel, it is. And they know with DC was trying to do that for like 10 years. And so everything else may have come out. And I guarantee you, a lot of people probably still thought that that shit was connected.
So
how many people do you think thought, just out of curiosity, how many people do you think thought that the Joker was a prequel to the Batman? Right? Or where was Ben Affleck's Batman? He wasn't.
Wait, did people really think that?
Yeah, some people did.
I really wish they would have explored the angle where Bruce Wayne's Thomas Wayne was. That. I really liked that. I mean, I wish they would have went farther with that.
Okay, so hold on. So let's say, with your logic, then people watched X-Men '97. Are they expecting X-Men '97 to be the MCU version of the X-Men?
No, because the people who watched that were people who were in like their 30s and 40s who grew up with it.
Okay. The people who watch,
so they know what it is.
The people who watch Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, do they think that was the Tom Holland version of the character's
Well,
origin story?
if they had listened to the initial announcement, it was supposed to be, but then they also decided to get rid of that because they were lazy. They did. They opted to go and do their own new thing because it was easier than trying to find a way to make it continue, having it be from the continuity, which was what it was pitched under.
Marvel TV shows, which they have said they exist in the same universe, but they're not connected, so they're just going to automatically assume it's connected even when it's not.
Wait, which ones?
Remember they were talking about how, like, in the future, the TV shows are going to be de-emphasized, the movies are going to be more the focus, the TV shows are going to kind of be side stuff that won't really tie in as much anymore.
I mean, they're saying that. I don't think it's going to happen in the way that you're trying to frame it. I think they're going to put less importance on it as being like an event and being more of like a setup. Okay, but they've already got again, this idea that Marvel is scaling it back has everything to do with them being reactionary rather than trying to be preparatory. Because if they were trying to be prepared for everything, then they would go, okay, let's scale it back, keep everything connected, and still have the characters start on Disney Plus and then make their way into the big leagues. Because the thing is, they should be making these movies as event films. Okay, like that is what they should be doing.
But Daddy, you still gotta have. I get that. I agree with that. I do agree with that. That's what I say about Marvel. But you've still got to have some standalone movies to move the plot into the event movies. Not every movie can be an event movie.
Well, okay, look at like Captain America: Brave New World. That movie is a sequel, effectively, more so to the Incredible Hulk than it is to Falcon and Winter Soldier. Even though to understand a lot of, not even a lot. It's not even really a lot of that. It's just like knowing that Sam got the shield at the end of Endgame sets up Captain America: Brave New World. But it is still more of a sequel to a movie that came out in 2008, which is awesome.
Yeah, the villain. I liked what they did.
I liked it a lot, and they went back to that, and that was good. Thunderbolts is one that doesn't have that, but it's kind of like a leftover character thing.
I really enjoyed Thunderbolts because it was so different.
And Thunderbolts, when it hits streaming, is going to blow the fuck up, right? When it hits PVOD, it's going to blow the fuck up. So that's what these movies.
But again, Marvel and DC are very unique in terms of like the way they tell their stories and the way that they exist.
Yep.
But why? But why, RJ? That's my question. Why? Not just because of the source material. No, RJ, please answer me. Why? Why are they so different? Because they keep fucking up, man. They keep having to reboot. They keep fucking up. That's the only reason it's
No,
different.
I'm saying
I'm
like
not saying they
the
gotta
way they
follow the
tell
Marvel
stories, the
formula,
way that
but
their
pick a
universes
struggle.
operate. I mean, they're
Pick a fucking struggle, Warner Brothers, please, because that's one thing I definitely agree with Matt. I'm sick of build a universe, oh, kill it. Build another universe, oh, kill it.
well,
Build
this
it.
time
Man,
is supposed
bro,
to be different, so that's what we stake our hope in. But again,
Gunn has
what I was
never
trying
let
to
me
get
down.
to
I'll
though
just
is
say
that
that. James
there's
Gunn has never let me down. We'll see what
yeah.
happens.
What I'm trying to get to though is just that Elseworlds is something that can totally operate as its own separate entity from the main continuity because that is what DC is. DC has always been about multiverse stuff. It's always been about these characters are multi-generational. These characters evolve over time. These characters have multifaceted stories where you can have something like The Dark Knight Returns, which is about a Batman at the end of his career, towards the end of his life, in a more dark,
Yeah, but these things run
post-apocalyptic
parallel,
world.
RJ.
But that could run parallel with your other mainline Batman story.
I
Like
mean,
that's just the
some
way that
people
this
love
stuff
the
has
new
operated for like
52.
the
Some
last few
people hated
decades.
it. Okay, they do run parallel. Some people love the new 52. They keep rebooting the comics too, and I guess you kind of have to. Shit's been around for 100 years, but they keep rebooting the comics. Some people love the new 52. Some people hate it. Okay, but that should tell the cinema guys maybe we shouldn't do that.
Now, I will say this though.
You're
I
splitting
will
your
say
audience,
this.
RJ. You're
What no,
splitting your
what I was
audience.
going to say though is that for full transparency, I do feel like if the Matt Reeves stuff didn't exist, they probably wouldn't even try and do an Elseworlds banner right now. They probably would consolidate everything to where it's like one unified platform. But the Matt Reeves stuff is wildly successful. It's huge. It does really well. It makes them money. You can't cut that off. But at the same time, you can't exactly merge it if the people involved with making it successful don't want to do that. So you're
Mo,
kind
you
of
can't
stuck.
say that. Why? I mean, I guess you can. You can say that. Okay, but the audience is what makes the business part of it important. You've got to bring them in. You got to get that money. You know what I mean? These movies don't pay for themselves. They do, but then you got to make that money back. So you can't be
So I
like,
mean
yo, we made it this way, and
that's
if
the
you don't like
situation.
it, yo, fuck you. You know, you can't
Yeah,
do that,
but
man.
that's the situation that they're in, and they have to learn to work with it. It is what it is. But I don't think it's a detriment to their success. It's like, oh, Matt Reeves' stuff isn't connected. It's gonna fail. Like I think it's pretty presumptuous.
Moon.
It's pretty insane to be like, oh, this is gonna fail, like out the gate. Like we don't know
Well, you got
that.
the people that are cheering for it. That I don't like. I don't think anybody. Man, I can't stand a motherfucker that will cheer for somebody's art to fail over some personal dumb shit. Like, that shit Skywalker was doing. Okay, Skywalker the hand job over there. The other day when they heard about the split that he tried to make, and anybody with a fucking half a brain can see why they split like that and what they're doing. They put all the good shit on one side, all the TV shit on the other side. That way, if the TV shit fails, they still got all the other shit that makes money. The
Well,
video
they're
game
also
stuff, the movie
offloading
stuff,
the
the streaming
debt
stuff.
to the company that'll probably be
Yeah, and they're protecting James Gunn. And did you hear this man say that? This is the one that blew my mind when he said that. I find it flabbergasting that all of a sudden James Gunn's over at DC and then other actors over at DC. He's trying to say that they're plants over there because Disney wants to buy DC because they want James Gunn to be the king of both castles, Marvel and DC. Like Feige's just going to go, yeah, here, take it, James. Like this dude's mental. And they cheer for it
we
to
know
fail.
that he's
They want
mental.
this movie.
That's
They want this movie to fail so bad, bro. And that I hate that. I hate that. Man, I just don't like it. I don't like it when other people cheer
I'm
for
just
somebody's
saying, man,
art
I
to
think
fail.
it's presumptuous to say that it's gonna fail because it's too early to call that. You know, I think they're making attempts to try and they're doing the best they can with what they got. I mean, like this is
He's known about this split for years. He's part of the reason it happened. Netflix is going to buy up the contract. Like this dude needs medication.
well, actually, the funniest part was when they said that James Gunn stole the script for Man of Steel 2. And just
Oh
copied
my
and pasted
god,
it.
that shit made me laugh.
That they they robbed Man of Steel 2 from us. They took the script.
they just make up shit. I mean,
They
that's
do.
just,
They really do, man.
Well, what
really
they do
Well,
is
actually, no. Actually, the funny. Actually, no. The funniest thing, because Perp got the clips for it. We watched it on Perp stream. What they're saying now is that the reason Zack Snyder was pushed out by Warner Brothers is because Zack Snyder's anti-establishment, And because Hollywood wanted to go woke with all these franchises and woke them up, Zach didn't want to do that, so they had to get rid of him because he doesn't make woke stuff.
I really believe that Zach.
I mean, Sucker Punch is pretty
training room-
woke.
I love it. I don't give a shit. I truly believe that Zack Snyder and a lot of those people have orders of protection against that Skywalker guy. He's stalker material. Like, I would be afraid of that guy, especially after what we just saw happen in Vegas with those two YouTubers. Let me tell you something, guys. The whole YouTube dynamic is about to change. They're going to actually start demonetizing even for internet beefs. What do you want to bet? Somebody got murdered over an internet beef on a live stream right on the Vegas Strip in front of the Bellagio. Whoa. YouTube's going to start taking this shit serious. They really are.
Actually,
man.
you know what's funny? Saggy brought up that he made Iris West black. It was so I didn't
Was
think
it?
about that because during that stream, Skywalker specifically said that Zack Snyder does diversity organically. He doesn't do race swaps. And I totally
But
forgot
hold on
about
though.
that.
To be fair though, Iris was black in Candace Patton in the show, and that came out in 2013, right?
Well, she was still a ginger in the comics originally, though. It was a race swap. in the
Well,
show.
I mean, if anyone's a ginger, they're going to be yeeted. Let's be fair.
I just can't believe the
Not Jimmy
hatred
Olsen
that
and
you
Superman.
have.
That's a white boy, a ginger boy. playing him.
Well, no, but they did on
I'll-
Supergirl, and also on My
on
Adventures of
Supergirl, it's
Superman.
funny. On Supergirl, they made Jimmy Olsen like a big, like strong bodybuilder dude. That was funny.
Oh no, what was it? He was good. No, he was good
No,
actually.
he was
in
good.
that.
He
Like,
was
he
good.
was
It
good.
was a
Yeah,
very different take on the character.
yeah.
I never
was
cared
also-
about that kind of stuff. I never did. I think
I don't. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't like
Yeah,
none
do
of
you
that
see
shit.
the
Like,
hatred this girl's getting from How to Train Your Dragon just because she's not a blonde?
Oh, she literally said like, "What are your thoughts on all this? Like all the hate you're getting?" It's
She's like, I don't
care."
have time to care.
Yeah,
about
she said like, "I don't care. I'm not paying
a
attention."
culture war over my hair. You know what I mean? And now everybody's mad at her for saying that.
Yeah,
That
they're
wasn't
mad
like
at her for
a
saying-
it
well, they're-
wasn't
yeah,
like
they're
a
mad at her
Rachel
for
Zeg.
saying,
Yeah, it's
"I
so
don't
dumb.
care."
It's so
No,
dumb.
that's what's crazy.
And the way
They
they
said-
frame it, the media's such fucking harpies. The way they frame it. Here's how they framed it. I don't care what the audience thinks about my hair. Fuck the audience. I don't give a shit. I ain't got time for that. But what it really was probably, man, I really don't have time to care about people arguing over my hair. That's probably how it really went down.
I
but
mean,
the
I
media
think-
framed it the other way. That's
Well, yeah,
such
like
bullshit.
she basically said
But-
like, "I'm not paying attention to all this stuff. I don't really care. It's okay."
but then
Let
also,
people think what they
you
think.
guys got to remember though that, you know, Astrid in the movies wasn't voiced by a blonde-haired white woman.
She was voiced by a Latina.
Yeah.
Oh, my son is a huge, my son Cody, he is a massive Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson fan, all the books, everything, right? When they made that girl's hair a different color in the movie, he was legit mad. And this is kind of before I was doing the YouTube thing, man. And he was legit mad. I said, Cody, what? Why are you mad? She's not supposed to be. He was mad over hair color, bro. What? We're fucking losing the plot. We're losing the plot. The world is so different now. I just don't understand it. Maybe
Yeah.
we've always been this dumb,
But
Maddie.
at the end of the
Just
day-
social media put a microscope on us.
Yeah,
Maybe
at
we've
the end
always
of
been
we're
this
gonna
dumb.
Call that out because we're gonna clip it to where he said that James Gunn is going to fail. We're gonna clip that, put that on social media, and let him get cooked.
Who?
You
I didn't say that though.
literally said that it's gonna fail.
I think I was referring to something else.
You're such a goddamn liar.
No, I think
Well,
I
find it.
I would own
Producer-
what I say. I don't think I said that though.
Well,
You said
counselor,
you
produce
literally
the
said it's
receipts.
gonna fail. You literally, guys, did he not?
Oh
say
no,
that it's
no,
gonna fail?
that was in reference to Elseworlds. That was in reference to Elseworlds. That wasn't in reference to this. We were talking about Elseworlds, and I was like, no, that's gonna fail.
No, I said you said the DCU is gonna fail.
I don't believe that's what I was referring to.
Okay, we need to go back and someone clip it.
So
But you're well, RJ. Damn it! If we were in a courtroom right now, the judge would say, "Counselor, can you produce the receipts?"
I'm on my phone.
Exhibit what? Exhibit A. Prove that this was said. Because I want to hear it.
So someone's
I wanna-
gonna clip it. Someone will clip
We'll
it for
see.
me.
No, they will too, Maddie, because they hate you.
I don't think so. I think I was referring to else. I think in my mind I was referring to Elseworlds. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
We're clipping it and canceling you on Twitter. It's okay.
That's fine.
I do feel bad though because whenever like you like the attention that you get, but I feel bad every time I do it because I'm just like, oh shit, I don't know what's gonna happen this time.
Dude, how many times have I DM'd you and I'm just like, make me famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel bad though because like I'll get people in my mentions be like, isn't this guy a pedophile?
Oh yeah, I know. I see
I
that all
feel
the
bad
time.
every time that happens because like, oh, this is like.
I just
weird.
no. I just thought like it'd be kind of funny to like. That's why I've got like the James Gunn supercut of like the collage of his tweets on deck because I'll just respond to that sometimes and be like, and and then they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm just like, well, this is your boy.
Did you take Saggy's wrench, Maddie?
I did take
Really?
Saggy's wrench. She's
Why?
talking shit. She lost her wrench. She'll get it back. She'll get it back, but she's talking too much shit.
You're gonna
Calling
time
me
out,
fucking-
Saggy. You go to your corner right now and think
Calling
about what
me
you
Matt
did.
Abdul? Bitch,
No,
I will
the best one
fucking
was
cut you.
No, the best one was Matt.
Matt said, "I'm gonna cut a bitch."
What was it, Chris? Matt Walker, the Jedi. What was
Yeah,
it?
fuck
Like,
you.
That was
That was
funny. That was the
cold-blooded.
best one.
That was
the
cold-blooded.
best one, bro. I will cut a bitch.
That one was actually pretty funny.
Maddie's going all San Quentin on a motherfucker. I'll make a shank. I'll cut a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I'll go get my toothbrush right now. Wrap that shit in
I'll
saran wrap
show
and
you,
get a
baby.
lighter.
I will show you how to do it right now, baby. I got you. That's one thing I know how to do is be a fucking inmate. I will hook you up. He didn't call you fat. At what point he said, "Look," he was talking.
I
about
did
the
not
tattoo
call
on
you
your-
fat. I
he was
said
talking
you.
about the tattoo
I said
on
you
your cleavage.
tattooed
Look in the
titties.
mirror. That's what he.
That's
said.
what I said. I was calling out. I just again, she's just putting words in my mouth.
Everybody knows you got a rocking body, girl. Everybody knows. Okay, so stop it. I told you, you're the only one I goon to. No, really, when she does that Raven outfit, yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Wasn't that AI?
No, that was
No.
No,
Yeah,
didn't
that
she? I thought she
cosplay.
put her. I thought she put her head on a Raven body.
No,
for one
she
of
has an
those.
actual
She did,
cosplay
yeah.
outfit.
Yeah,
She
but
got
the
a
one that
cosplay
people
outfit.
goon over was the one she faked.
No, I goon over the one that wasn't.
I don't know,
fake.
man.
I know what she. Well, let me rephrase that. 'Cause I don't
okay.
want people thinking this the wrong thing. I know what Saggy looks like. I know I know where the curves are. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was
Wow.
not
Yeah,
AI.
it's all the boba tea.
I care, Saggy. I don't. It's just a timeout, though. You will earn that wrench back. I know. I have faith, girl.
It's just all the boba tea. Jesus Christ.
You know she.
How many calories are in that too? That's my
That's what I'm
question.
saying. All
knows?
those calories. I mean, it's got to go somewhere.
I almost wanted to give her the link to have you guys fucking just fight.
Oh no! See that? There's your revenge. The plot thickens. You won't click it. No balls, bitch. You won't hit that link. Oh man, I'm so glad I came in here tonight. I've been so fucking depressed. Actually,
Wait, Matt saying, "Wow, like I didn't have an OnlyFans." I mean, listen, mistakes were made.
Are you saying there was a mistake that you sub to it?
I didn't sub to it.
I thought you did.
No, RJ. We all know that if anyone here was going to sub to Saggy's OnlyFans, it would be you.
I actually didn't. I was offered like
one's in
free-
the chat if you think RJ did not do it. Two if you think he did do it. I want to see.
Genuinely being serious. People offered to buy me the subscription. I was like, no, it's okay.
People offered to buy you Saggy.
Yes. They're like, hey, I'll hook you up. This is like.
Well, you guys all cut out. What do you?
I love this here. RJ never did sub. Dude, you know he could be under a fake name, right? Like you don't know. Did you know everyone that subbed to you? That's my question.
I never did. It took me years to finally look at that girl naked, and it just happened maybe a month ago because I always felt weird about it. But then I was like, nah, fuck it. Let's see what the hype's about. The hype's deserved.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
I mean, is it not okay to say? Is it not okay to just be like, "Yo, man, my friend's banging. She's a turbo hottie. I've seen her naked."
I mean, it's sure. I guess it's a thing. If it's a comfortable bit between friends, then then sure. I guess. If she's
No,
okay with
Forrest.
that.
Only top stuff. A couple shower things, but yeah, never full blown porn star shit. No, she never went full Jenna Jameson or anything.
Yeah. I mean, Okay. I don't know how to. I don't know. There's a joke I can make to that, but I just.
There's a
won't.
joke in there somewhere, right? You motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a joke about a hot dog in a hallway, and I don't know, but you know.
Damn. Wow. Watch. She's gonna type it too. Just big cap. Wow. Watch.
Wow, that's DSP.
Fourth,
wow.
where did that come from? Fourth, what the hell?
What do you say? What fourth say?
Yeah,
What
she had a
kind of
couple
content
spots.
is on
We're trying
Saggy's
to
OF
finish.
penetration? I don't know, man.
No, I just said it's only top stuff. There's a couple shower ones I've seen.
Yes, that is accurate. Yeah, I did.
Very-
see that.
very tasteful.
I thought it'd be weird because we were friends. I was just like,
Yeah, I thought it would be weird too. It took me forever, and I know that they leaked her shit. Those fucking assholes. They leaked her shit on Google, and then when the other day I was just like, it was like a few weeks ago on a stream. I'm like, fuck it, I'm googling it right now, Saggy. Well, she was in the chat, and I was like, oh, okay. And that's God honest truth. That's the first time I'd ever seen her. For years, she had Fansly, and I couldn't bring myself to like look at it. It felt weird. Now I don't give a fuck. I'd smash. I don't give a fuck. Heartbeat.
Okay.
Are you
Please
high?
come to Boston in the springtime. I'm always high.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
At night. I don't get high during the day, but yeah. It's been a fucking rough couple days, man. I've been super fucking depressed, man. Matt, I might need your help with something, man. I need to talk to you like off. Like no joke, man.
Yeah, the
Like,
key is you sit on your hand for 20 minutes, you let it go numb, and then you do it.
Yeah, okay. That's not what I mean, but yeah. But no, I always come over. I love your audience, man. Even the ones that don't like me, I love them. I always have fun when I'm here, man. Always. It always kind of like boosts me up.
Yeah, it's chill. It's chill and shit. I definitely don't want to go for as long as I did last night.
Yeah, what
fucking
happened last time?
5 hours. I don't know. The motherfucker took some
Fuck.
cracker. He smoked a bowl. I don't
No,
know.
like
Yeah,
that-
so last night I passed out and I was really tired. I had to leave. What happened after I left?
I talked to that guy for like a long while.
How long? Like an hour?
Yeah, it felt like about that. He was nice. But it's just what it boiled down to was the guy was basically just like, I'm mad people are doing it in a way that I didn't.
Yeah, you should
Is
do
my
you should do it
vibe.
the correct way that I did.
Yeah.
I will almost always hit the link or hit Maddie up privately, like, yo, I'm coming in. But like, whenever I see like it's gonna be some Trump politics, I just stay out of it.
You
I
have to
learned my
understand. I
learned
make
my
thumb-
lesson, bro.
I
They
make
can't-
thumbnails just based on whatever vibe I'm feeling in the moment. I don't have anything planned anymore for these streams. Like last night, I just thought
I
it
know.
was funny.
I'm just saying I don't feel educated enough to really talk.
No,
about
but like
political
last
stuff.
night was just meant to be fucking funny.
You
Like
know,
I
get
mean,
it.
look at the fucking thumbnail.
But
Respect
I
my authority.
I have a question though. Remember when I said I do have an honest question, slightly political. Remember when I said I don't hate Tulsi or Elon the way other people do because I don't see that whole they're traitors to America shit, all that, and the audience really kind of came at me. A lot of people didn't like that I said that. Well, now that Elon has turned against Trump, will he be the left's hero again? Do you think, or are people still going to hate him?
They're gonna hate him. He's
Okay.
kind of like
I
he's kind
was
of
just wondering.
yeah. No, he's
Yeah.
he's toast. I mean, now I will say I could be wrong, and he could come back out and really just start donating to people like to Democrats' campaigns and shit. As like an atonement thing.
If here's what he should do, Maddie. I'm telling you, we can impeach this orange motherfucker. I'm telling you, if he really saw those Epstein files, he wasn't allowed to see them, and he's saying that he saw them and that Trump's name was on there. Now, if he can turn states and testify against Trump and say, "No, I saw him," the GOP would have to get behind him, especially
Well,
if there was a little money at him. They would have to get behind him, and they could impeach that fuck. They really could, man.
Well, okay, so like in many ways, I see what you're trying to say, but in other ways, you have to kind of remember that he controls the cabinet, he controls the DOJ, and Pam Bondi is not going to do an investigation into Trump. And
I didn't call you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish. Saggy's like, "Where's the link?" Chris called me a pussy. I didn't say that. I said you have no balls if you don't come in here.
Fuck it.
Pam Bondi. Wait, what's Pam Bondi got to do with it?
She's the attorney general. She would oversee that at the DOJ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And ordered- and then-
how many conservatives are on the Supreme Court right now? 6, 5.
5.
Yeah, they would probably win. I still think if you threw enough money at it, I still think if you
No.
threw enough money at
Well,
it,
yeah,
and you could
yeah,
prove
5,
it.
yeah.
Even the Republicans would get mad and be like, "Yo, he did what again?" You know what I mean? Because the shit he's doing right now is just he's really fucking up, man.
Yeah. Well,
He's-
Blargan here says Elon's stupid. By saying how much he worked at the I knew him is on the Epstein list and worked with him. I also brought my young son in the same room. The thing with this though is that Trump is not a pedophile for young boys, so it's like, I don't look at that.
Well, that
argument
we
as
know
being-
of.
that we know of. All right, let's hold on here. We're gonna do this the right way. Oh no, fucking shit! Where the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, I booted everybody out. That's why.
I was saying,
My
what are
bad.
you doing?
The fuck
Why
was
do
that?
you got
Sorry,
John
I
Holmes?
Why do you have Borat?
Why do you got?
Oh, yeah,
Borat.
yeah,
It
'cause
looked
I
like
was
John
gonna-
Holmes to me, that old porn star.
I
from
was
the
gonna. I
70s.
found this on Reddit. It's
He's rocking that
Borat as
stash, though,
Superman.
right?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Make
There's
sexy
the
time,
chonies.
make
There's the
sexy time.
chonies.
Uh-oh. Now you're in
Let me
trouble.
see.
She came in. You're in
She
trouble.
came. I'm glad.
yeah.
If she came, she would feel better.
Wow. Well, how's it feel that RJ bodied you tonight?
RJ didn't body shit.
RJ
He's as soft as a goddamn Snorlax fucking love pillow. Okay,
cooked you though.
cooked me on what?
What's a Snorlax?
Chris, for real?
God damn it, Chris.
Yeah, for real. What? No, really. What's a Snorlax?
Chris, do you not know anything about Pokemon, bro?
Oh my god, I knew it was gonna be a Pokemon. Something in my head goes, it's a Pokemon. Fucking A. Never mind, keep going. If it was either that or a Power Ranger, I'm sorry, but go ahead. I'm gonna shut up now. Mute my mic. I gotta pee.
RJ definitely cooked you tonight, and I'm so
Whatever. You're just mad that you
Proud.
lost your wrench. That's all it is. You coping hard, girl. That's all it is.
nah. You soft for that. That was
Nah,
so.
that was you called me Matt Abdul. Fuck you. I can do ski walker shit, but that motherfucker, fuck that guy.
I said I was.
That pissed me
sorry.
off. That pissed me off.
You know what's funny is I kind of had a feeling that was what it was. I was like, yo, I think the Mad Abdul got him. I was just trolling though. I was trolling. I was just talking shit. I was
You're only
bored.
saying that now because you got caught. That's it. That's all it is.
But when I get caught, I did it publicly. Publicly, you goofball. Yeah, that was a blow the belt. I'm so sorry. I thought the Matt Walker the Jedi was hilarious.
That was cold blooded, but it was funny.
Yeah.
The Asil Abdul is such a fucking slimy piece of shit. It'd be like, what was do you know who still fucking runs his goddamn mouth about RJ and I? Is that
Who?
fucking Cedino guy.
Oh, Andre Cedillo talks
Yeah.
to everybody.
Dude, no, but like he's like on like every once in a while, like I catch like he'll talk about you and I.
I thought
and
his
it's-
channel got deleted.
Nah, he's on
No,
he's on Twitter. He's on Twitter.
He's on Twitter, but his channel did get deleted, but he's on like a new channel.
That dude is like friggin' herpes, dude.
Yeah, you can't get rid of him, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, it's,
I mean,
well,
I'm not-
that's a lot of the internet, right? I mean, well, it is. You know what it is though is you can get rid of some people by
Well, his Twitter keeps getting banned, but he keeps making new accounts.
Yeah, because he has no life. He has nothing better to do, and he's a friggin' pedophile. So who cares?
Wait, I heard pedophile. Who? I just got back. Who's a
Andre
pedophile?
Cedillo.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
talks shit about
Snyder bro.
everybody. I remember he talks shit about me, Matt, Ray, Chris has gotten name dropped a couple times. Sil
dude.
Abdul, Zod Rider. He doesn't like
He's
anybody.
Can I ask you guys
Oh.
something? Saggy, can I ask you something? Because I saw my name floating around out there. I tried to punch in my own name because my live stream wouldn't work for some reason. And I just punched in Chris Gen X Jedi. But then I saw some dude with clips of me talking about Skywalker, something, the phenomenal one. Who is he dissing me or is he like what I'm saying?
The phenomenal one.
Ooh,
Never
I don't
heard
know
of him.
who that is. Never heard of him.
He was on a stream with you. Maybe it's not the phenomenal one. Hold on. No, I got fucking look. I swear.
I don't even have people on my streams really. Though I've been not
Were
even
you
at least.
on his? Hold on.
I have
Let's
no
keep
idea.
talking. I will.
Okay, while he's looking, I got to show you guys something. Okay. Okay.
Andre
'cause-
Cedillo.
No, it's Andre Cedino, but it's something else. It's something I showed you the other day, RJ.
Oh, I don't.
You know what it is. So look, while we're talking about, the big movies of the summer, we have another one coming that is going to blow everything away. And it's one that I feel is going to be a cultural definition, a defining point
Could
for
be
AI,
an award. Could be
for-
an award winner.
an award winner. The One Punch Dan trailer is now out. The very first official theatrical trailer for the One Punch Dan movie.
I found it. It's
here we go.
Sam the phenomenal one, and he also has Matt clips of Matt as well, and
That's
clips of
fine.
me and Matt together. I don't know, but I've seen Saggy on with him before.
Oh, okay. People talk. It's
I
fine.
guess send me a link, I guess. But anyways, what the hell is
All right,
this?
all right. Just get ready to be whelmed.
I am called Isage. My father bestowed that name upon me at birth. He raised me to be a woman of faith, a woman of trust and humanity. I believed, I loved, and when I died in a violent car wreck, I was resurrected. But it was not God or my daddy who brought me back to life in the half cyborg, half female body I now inhabit. It was a different creator with a different set of rules. Unfortunately for humanity, my new creator doesn't believe their existence serves the greater good. I am called Isage, and I shall rule the earth. I am everything. Trust what you see. Fear me. You need any help, Danny boy?
Get out of my head, Isage.
Yeah. Yeah.
How is this?
One Punch Man.
What is that noise?
It's supposed to be sound effects. Here we get this.
I am One Punch Man. I'm here to help.
So if you guys forgot the lore behind this, Zod Rider is making an AI movie.
Oh, that's right.
To release on the same day as James Gunn's Superman movie because he's angry that it exists. So he's like, I'm going to make my own movie that we can.
We are going to watch it.
instead.
But that's part. I just sent you that, Saggy.
I will say this: I'm starting to understand now why people hate AI.
Right? No shit, bro. I'm starting to like. I mean, a little bit of it makes you go, "Wow, really?" Like,
I will never forgive Zod for lying publicly about his friggin' super chat being deleted from that stream one time. I will never forgive him.
Oh, they still lie about that.
What,
I know
what?
people.
What do
The
you mean,
Nerd Queen's
They're all
charity
mentally
stream for Zod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they claimed that like Zod Rider's super chat got deleted and ignored.
And
like,
I proved it
everybody else's
many
super chat got
times. Until
deleted.
this day, if you go to that live stream, which is still up to this day, you still
You read it
see-
out loud, didn't you?
No,
Yeah,
well, they,
you even read.
well, they were reading super chats because they were having a conversation with like AFSP people and Zach.
in the
Like,
mods
they,
in
they
the
never
chat,
said that super chats are going to be read out
right?
loud.
In mods in the chat, even kept typing in like, don't give super chats and expect them to read it. Not all of your chats are gonna get read. So it was like I got blamed because there were some people that got timed out, and it wasn't even by me. So
Saggy look.
Maddie,
What
could you
the fuck?
AI? Could you AI Zod? Could you AI?
Who is that supposed to be?
Hybrid of Zod and Skywalker as the same person?
some girl he's
I
probably
mean,
talking.
No,
this is AI.
Yeah, because his
It's
eyes
not real.
fixed.
He's
Not
telling
real.
He
people
made
that,
AI.
yeah, it's
like
not
him
real.
with some random black lady.
Yeah, so this is the actress. This is God. I can't even give a fuck about it. This is the woman who is the Isage that we just saw in the teaser. This is her out of the makeup with Zod in a
Is
relationship.
it supposed to be a real person,
Or
is it just an AI creation?
well, no. It says here after Isage finishes filming her scenes, she removes her makeup, ditches her cybernetic implants, and takes off her costume. Isage is not just a wonderful person and a brilliant actress, but also a stunning model. I love my red couch. This picture is from the behind-the-scenes documentary, right? But here's Angel Espino. This guy's, he's one of their guys, right? Wait, I know you pimping hard these days, bro, but is that an earring? Man, you came up.
Bro, and even he AI'd himself, man. His eyes are both straight. Come on, man.
I mean, yes, that is accurate. That is accurate. Yeah. That's but I want to show you the let me find it here.
This is just embarrassing.
Oh no, sorry. Here's
Kinda
this.
is, bro. It's
Oh no, it gets even crazier.
Oh.
my God.
Yeah, it's him with
Oh,
her
no.
in costume, right? What's to say here? Just April, this is him and her. I guess
the James Bond thing. Oh my God. This is beyond cringe. I'm 50. I'm 51 today, by the way. Today is my birthday.
I still love though that
It's
like
after midnight. I'm officially 51, and
Happy
I shouldn't
birthday.
I shouldn't even be using the word cringe, but this shit is cringe.
oh no, even look at this here. Is like this is Robert Meyer Burnett, actual R&B. Complimenting him on this image of him.
But it's not real.
I know.
The way RJ said that, but it's not real. Look, he went all GTA. Fuck out of here.
This is real Zod.
Yeah, that's a real picture.
That's real. Like,
Now
and you
morph
should-
that picture with Skywalker and make the monster. I want a monster.
Actually, I would like to see this as well.
Okay, like I don't know how the
Save
fuck.
that and get a picture of
I actually
Skywalker.
kind of would too.
Not together. I mean, as
How do
one
you?
person.
I don't know how to do that though. Like that's the
Ask
like that
AI
kind
how
of.
to do it. Like, how do I morph two people together?
How do I morph these people together?
Yeah.
Like, how do I create an amalgamation of two people?
I mean, you kind of. I guess you can. What if they had a baby sort of thing?
Zod is an unlockable skin in that James Bond game.
No, I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the. He's done a few other things. Like, there's a documentary that he's working on. Right.
There's all sorts of shit he claims he's working on. Okay.
No. Oh. Someone asked about his. Someone asked about his book.
Yeah, that book's never coming out.
But according to this, she's reading it.
My God, that book is still thing. Oh wait, you guys remember that? What was it? It was a mockery of the book. What was it called? It was like a whole. It was like a book online that was shared. It was a mockery of Zod's book. I think it was like.
Oh, I remember that. That
I
other
made that.
writer. Was
Stop!
that
Don't
you?
pause or something.
Yeah, with like the three of them on the cover of the book.
Yeah, it had like. the
Yeah,
whole-
I made that. I made that.
No, you didn't.
Huh?
No, you didn't.
Nick, I did. I know. I did a. Oh no. Somebody I think did an ebook, thing. I just made a fake cover. Not for that. For something else. Okay, I was a little confused here. But okay, so I want you all to see this here. Okay, so Zod Rider it also likens himself to a documentarian. So he has, this is his behind the scenes documentary teaser. This is the behind the scenes documentary trailer of his AI movie.
Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be a long scene, Zod? Jesus Christ. Issa, that perfume is literally killing me. I'm totally trying to be polite here. Hey, do we know if the food crew got my green M&M? I never thought in a million years I would be getting a biopic. It's pretty amazing to say the least. I've had a long journey, and now thanks to Zod Rider, you will all get to see how, when, and most importantly, why this happened. Don't listen to losers like Isage, or that wannabe hero, True Zero, Just Josh. Get excited to see a movie about Earth's greatest superhero. Me, One Punch Dan.
This movie is a spiritual tour de force. You are getting the story of my family, my daughter Isage, my partners in Justice, B-Lox, and Just Josh. I feel so blessed to be a part of this beautiful film about this superhero life I live and breathe. Get hyped, y'all ain't ready. I will always be doing my thing. If you need healing, I'll help you. But remember this, I'm not that doctor, I'm the bishop.
Look, the One Punch Dan movie is One Punch Dan in name only. The film is really about me, Bishop and B-Lox. Zod Rider is telling our story, and everybody else is simply incidental characters. I said it before, and I'll say it again, and you all already know. By God, I'm that guy.
This movie is mine. This world is mine, and humanity is mine. I was born for greatness, and that prophecy shall be fulfilled. It's really cute that Zod Rider decided to make my story into a film, but be warned, humans, I am here to stay. I am everything.
Who made this?
Fear me.
Who made this?
Yeah.
Zod Rider did.
Oh,
he is living in a fantasy
where he's a director.
Where not only is he a director, but he's
checked out.
banging the AI construct that
he's created.
And
how do you feel
they did a
about-
documentary on this dude.
No, he made his own documentary.
Wow. About himself.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when you don't have DC stuff to talk about anymore. You go insane.
You lose your mind on that shit.
Yeah,
Oh, you found what? Which clip?
The
Oh,
book.
the
The
book.
online
Okay.
book. Stop, don't pause.
Oh, right. Okay.
The condensed
No,
history.
yeah.
Failed by the truth. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I made this.
No,
Yeah,
you made the cover.
I made the cover. I know I made the cover. Did I put it on? I mean, I know I did this. I made this in fucking Canva.
Yeah, you made the cover. I remember you made the cover.
Oh, right. No, you made the fucking website.
Yeah, I did that.
That's right. You made the website. That's right. I made the cover. You made the website. It's been so long.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
When was this? This was like right after the
years
Snyder
ago.
Cut. Yeah, man.
Like 2 years ago.
I anonymously wrote it, and it actually didn't even take me that long. But if anybody wants to read it, I will post the link in the chat. Oh wait, I can't post links because I don't have a wrench.
Check again.
Okay, well I'll post it in that. Hold on.
I added you back.
Thank you. If you guys wanted to have a good read, check that out, because I thought at this point I was gonna write a book before Zod finished his. So it has every chapter of all the key players of.
I could probably write a whole book now too.
It can.
That's true. That is true.
And
but
it would make more sense.
Well, no, mine
They
was
should
pretty
make a
good.
book. They should make a book about the person that wrote the book about the fake book. Just mind fuck everybody. Just go full meta. Go meta.
Hold on. The one thing I want you to read, right? Well, actually, I wrote a lot, but I did mock interviews, because remember how Zod talked about how he got interviews with Walter Hamada and all those people. So at the end, if you click the left,
these people have an audience.
Matt, if you click the left where it gives you the menu, that little box on the left with the go to the interviews, and there's mock interviews with Zack Snyder, James Gunn, and Walter Hamada.
Yeah, I remember that because
something happened.
Zod later came out and said, "Well, I didn't personally interview them. Mikey got the quotes. He interviewed them, and he was going to give me the quotes to use in the book. But when he passed away, I no longer legally am able to use those quotes."
He was never able to use them anyway.
That's why the book was canceled, because he can't legally use the stuff that Mikey gave him.
Because it doesn't. Because it's all he would get busted for fucking for impersonation or whatever the fuck it is.
That's fraud and plagiarism, actually. I think.
Yeah, fraud. Making
And those were AI generated. Those interviews were all AI generated. Actually, I think I did use AI to help me write it too. Actually, now that I think about it, because I saw the interviews were AI.
Can anyone explain to me how they fell out with Syl? Like, what happened? What did Syl do that made
they
them
questioned
fall
him?
Really?
In many ways,
Because,
it's that. Yeah.
No, the reason why they fell out is because they felt like Syl was shilling for Warner Brothers. Like, they felt like he was like trying to push Warner Brothers. Like, he was really like covering the DC stuff like in a positive light. He was pushing this agenda, but they also were like, turns out he was two-faced. He was like, he's only in this for the money. He's only in it for himself. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. We've been saying that for years.
No shit.
Like, well, welcome to the party. You finally realize that he's a two-faced piece of shit. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it works.
Like, he only cares about the money. He only cares about himself.
Did I see the recent stream Cameron Pasha was on regarding the recent F4 test screen? No, I don't. I don't listen to literally any of those people at all.
I want to watch Cameron Pasha again. I need to.
I miss the old days, but I do need to. I am behind on supers. Hold on a second. Let me get to them.
Yeah, and I'm behind on my meds, and I got to drive a long way tomorrow, so I'm gonna dip out of here. But before I do, God, I appreciate you guys. I just appreciate you guys so much. I'm lucky I have friends like y'all, man, because there are days when I just want to run into a wall with a fork attached to my forehead.
Well,
anyway,
I don't want you to do that.
I know. I'm gonna bounce, go take my meds, and lay down before I drive tomorrow. Saki, you should really, really, really think about like going back to Fansley. All right, just saying.
No, but thank you.
I love you guys. I'm out.
He always has to drop a bomb before he leaves,
because he's gonna go jerk off to those photos right now. Like, you just know that. Like, it's my birthday. I'm gonna come if I want to.
Oh my god.
I mean, at least the tattoo's a target. Anyway. So H-Bart's here says, the James Gunn being on the cover of the Superman magazine is kind of retarded. And I agree. But
It's not.
Might have already talked about that one. But he goes on to say, I don't hate James Gunn. I've been a big fan for a long time, and this is the only project of his where I'm like, just stop. I don't even that way about Peacemaker Season 2, just Superman. Because it does feel like they are putting him in more places than he needs to be. Right?
I think I know why. Do you like me to propose the theory?
I would like, yes. Okay, fine. I'd like a theory, yes.
Okay. So for the last, let's see, 12, well, yeah, probably longer than that, probably last 12 to 14 years, the brand of DC has predominantly been defined by the presence of Zack Snyder. Would you say that Zack Snyder definitely has like a cult of personality?
Yeah.
Right. So when you think of the DCEU, what was it mostly called by people? What was the nickname for it?
The DC. Oh, the Snyderverse.
The Snyderverse, right? So who exactly was the figurehead that was directly tied to DC for like the last 12 years? Zack Snyder, right? So is it possible that they are pushing Gunn as hard as they are with the marketing because they're trying to kind of get away from the idea that Zack Snyder is like the figurehead of DC, that he is, they're trying to put Gunn out there as like, hey, this is like the face of the company, both literally and figuratively, because he is the guy in charge of this now. To where you're trying to like kind of like get the image of DC away from Snyder a little bit and be like, hey, this is the guy. Like, this is the guy who's associated with this stuff now.
Yeah. No, I get that.
That's my theory, at least.
I get that. Real quick, did you guys know that Gendy Tartakovsky has a new movie that just dropped right now?
Netflix?
On Netflix?
Is it fixed?
Yeah.
Did it drop today?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it dropped today.
Like
I thought it was
legit.
dropping in a couple weeks.
No, it legit just dropped. I just Googled. I saw it pop up somewhere. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing about that movie. Then I just Googled it, and it's all like, yeah, I can watch it right now, or maybe I can. Let me double check. But they're saying like it came out June 11th.
It comes out in August.
Oh, August. There we go. Release dates. Okay, yeah. They must be. They're at an event today. Annecy, whatever that is. International Film Festival. Okay,
festival.
Cool. I was like, oh great. I gotta watch that. Okay, cool. I don't have to watch it right now. But also, okay, then H. Bart's here says, with Gunn being everywhere in marketing, I would be just as annoyed if Snyder did it too. Snyder has done some of the marketing stuff, but not. I see what RJ's trying to say, but it's
But also, he's the director of the goddamn movie. He can go wherever he wants. It's his movie. Like, why?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, on that front, you're correct, but you usually don't see the director in that kind of marketing.
But also, like, most directors aren't well-known public figures. I mean, James Gunn definitely, like, in terms of, like, directors that people know of, he's definitely, like, towards the top.
Which is so funny, because what do they know him as? Like, what do a lot of people...
The Marvel guy.
Well, I mean, what happened 6 years ago?
Well, that too, but, I would say...
Or 7 years ago.
For that.
Yeah. So... all right, and then okay. Oh no, here we go. Sorry, Andrew Dunbar for 10. Thank you, buddy. Sorry I missed this. You know who won the Warner Brothers Discovery deal? McKinsey and Co. They were able to bill approximately $155 million to advise on the merger and subsequent breakup of that merged entity. Wow. I mean, like, if you think about it, capitalism is really a shell game. So, gotta get that money. Thank you, though, buddy. Appreciate that. Mo here says, happy birthday, Chris. Have some money, Matt. Thank you. And then H-Barts here says, question, do you expect a massive protest Sunday for the Nazi/Soviet parade?
I'll be there.
Wait, where are they? Are they doing that in D.C.?
I don't know, but I'll be there.
Do you know what it is?
No, but I'll be there. Sounds like a good time.
I mean, it's Trump's birthday. He's turning, I think, 79.
Yeah, back in shot.
And then they're also putting on a military parade. So
yeah, well, Trump said if people try and protest, he's going to bring out the military in full force.
I
so.
think people should protest, man. If I lived nearby, I would go. If I had the money, I would go.
I think Elon's gonna show up with a boombox and cry to Trump. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I saw that apparently he just put out a statement saying that he went too far in some of his tweets about Trump.
Oh,
Oh,
Elon
like
did?
basically,
Apparently, yeah.
basically
God.
telling everyone he was part of Epstein's list and they tried to hide it. It's like, number one, everybody already knew that, and two, like, that was crazy. That crash out was glorious.
That's pretty funny, actually. If that's the case, it's just wild.
He apologized, like that. What? Like, yeah, I went too far. Yeah, I mean, basically putting out there that Trump was in the Epstein files and saying that they tried to bury it so it didn't go public is crazy. I think somebody got a cease and desist letter shortly after that tweet. That's what I think happened. He got a cease. You need to shut up, Elon. Don't forget what happened to Epstein. You might find yourself hanging around in a prison cell if you get my drift.
Let's see here. Well, I'm not. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, he says here 29 minutes ago, I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far. Okay. But then immediately following that, he posts a robo-taxi meme. It's just the slogan for robo-taxi, and it's on fire. Right? Like, I think he's trolling. Because, well, think about it. Well, what got burned in LA? What were the cars that got burned? Waymo, automatic taxi, right? They were they were driverless taxis. So people called in 5 Waymo cars to the protests, and then they lit them on fire.
That's crazy.
So I don't know. I mean, I can't say necessarily if that's happening or not, but
we need more Elon Musk crash outs on Twitter. I love how I was cracking up. I'm like, it's funny how Elon's whole thing with Trump and everything is like freedom of speech, but start fucking with his money, and it's a whole other story.
Saki, you have a fan.
Oh, thank God. I suck, you suck, Drago, and you're a fucking dishonest person. So trust me, nothing of value was lost from you.
What did Axel do? What did he do?
Oh, when the friggin' Snyder Bros, when I got into it with one of the Snyder Bros and they brought up that whole charity stream thing, Mr. Axel acted like he didn't know about that situation. And then it was funny because when I was recapping it not too long ago, guess who I saw in the chat talk about how the mods in the chat were doing such a great job. He even super chatted in that charity stream. So I found it really odd that he was acting all surprised with the news about me allegedly timing out people in that chat for because I'm a toxic person, when Drago was in there saying that we were doing amazing work. I found that really funny. It's really funny when people get caught lying, isn't it? Yeah, I suck when I call out people's bullshit. I love it when I suck when I call out people's bullshit. Yeah, I suck really hard when I call out people's lies.
This is kind of getting a little sexual.
Thanks for showing up. Glad I caused you to leave. I'm sorry. Did the bitch boy leave? Oh, we're so sad.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But
yeah, well, that's why he's mad, because he listens to the Snyder Bros and he doesn't like that I talk shit about the Snyder Bros. And when one of the Snyder Bros lied to him about something that he literally was in and witnessed himself, he lied about it, acted like he didn't know. Oh my God, she really did that? First of all, no, I didn't. I never timed out people who gave super chats, and I didn't even time out the people that were claiming I timed them out. If anything, if anyone did get timed out, was the other mods, because the people who were actually in there that I didn't like were still talking in the chat for the longest time, and I never timed them out. But let Axel perpetuate lies, and then talk about how I suck. What sucks is liars. Liars suck. And Axel is a liar, so he can go fuck himself with a hot poker.
Okay. Well, that's graphic. All right then. I don't know if I have anything else to talk about. It's okay. It's I actually, yeah, I'm gonna cut it short tonight. It's 2 hours. I kind of want to fucking unwind a little bit and watch something. I need to watch that Killer of Killers. So I'ma go.
That's a good way to end.
Yeah, I don't know. I did 4.5 hours or something like that last night. I was like fucking tired, man.
Look, he didn't even have to leave. You were ending the show anyways.
Yeah, there you go. But I do appreciate everyone's support. Thank you guys very much. And you know, I don't know. Work was trying to get me to come in for tomorrow, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fucking tired, man. You know, it's well. I mean, I don't mind. I can hustle pretty well. Fucking a lot of cruisers and everything else, but it's just like, oh, I need a bit of a break.
I feel you.
Oh, I will show you guys one last thing that I did. I thought I came across a really funny. I've been again having a lot of fun with the AI memes, right? So Sora's great because I was able to make this the Mount Rushmore of horror franchises.
That actually looks cool though.
Oh yeah, no, that was pretty good. And then I came across this one. I retooled it from something else. Minions dressed as Ewoks. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. Yeah, no Ghostface. Ghostface is up there, but he's not in the Mount Rushmore. Okay. But all right, everybody. Thank you very much.
Turn off that pesky ad block.